We know why people are coming here. Many are here because of wars and crises that the UK has helped create or fuel through its foreign policy, through arms sales, through decades of imperial intervention that have destabilised regions and destroyed lives. To now turn around and demonise those very people for seeking safety is the height of moral hypocrisy. Scotland has long prided itself on being a place of welcome, a country that believes in compassion, solidarity and justice. New Scots have contributed so much to our culture, our economy, our NHS, our universities, our communities. Refugees are doctors, carers, teachers, artists, friends, family members. They enrich our nation in every possible way, every single day. So let us also be clear that the so-called hostile environment, a policy deliberately designed to make life unbearable for immigrants, has directly forced thousands into poverty, destitution and homelessness. That cruelty is not accidental, it is intentional and it is shameful. And it is also the logical outcome of Tory ideology, an ideology that dehumanises immigrants and blames them for problems that stem from decades of political failure in this country. Presiding Officer, this Parliament should stand up today and reject this motion outright. We must refuse to be dragged into the gutter of xenophobia. We must insist that our response to global displacement be one of humanity, dignity and shared responsibility. Instead of building walls and stirring fear, let's build homes. Let's build communities that are strong because they are compassionate, inclusive and just. That is what Scotland can and must be.
To this right-wing nonsense finding itself in our national parliament for the second time in a month, to mistruths in social media, read by thousands before we have the chance to correct them, to politicians, journalists, institutions repeating and thereby normalising unfounded suspicion, fear and hatred that should never be normalised. This is all happening to the extent now that what we once knew as bigotry is now defended as free speech. Well, the SNP know what it is, Presiding Officer. We recognise what it is. We will call it what it is. It is prejudice, it is intolerance, Presiding Officer, it is racism. It is all of these things. It is all of these things because it has no basis whatsoever in fact. Conflating crime with migration, as the Conservatives do in this chamber, is simply not factual. Holding whole populations to account for the criminal actions of one individual is patently absurd. Suggesting that the far right are somehow defenders of the rights of women and children is utter nonsense.
First of all, I would emphatically reject the use of the term assimilation. This has connotations of having to either mask yourself or to mimic in order to fit in, rather than enabling cohesive multicultural communities. Presiding Officer, the days of ethnic minorities with strange names having to change their names in order to anglicise themselves and disguise themselves, the days of young Asian girls and black girls having to bleach their skin in order to fit in with white communities, those should be condemned and put into the history books. So I reject the term assimilation.